Um, James, it feels like Groundhog Day to me. It must be so frustrating for you, another 1-0 defeat today.
Yeah, it's obviously a disappointing result, but as I've just said in there to the players, delighted with the performance. The game plan worked again, down to a T, and unfortunately you can't do any amount of training for errors such that happened. But apart from that, Dino's played a magnificent game, and I've just told him in there the lad's devastated, and we've lost 1-0. Paul Cook said to me coming off, he said they've never had a team this season that's caused them any problems other than what we did today. We've come to Chesterfield, who are top of the table, probably expected. We are expected to get beat, but we've came here and we've played some really good football first half and in spells in the second half. We've made top of the table, changed the formation to accommodate us because we were causing them problems. And as I've said to the lads in there, it's disappointing, of course it is, but I need them to be strong, to be mentally strong, because we're in a situation now where we need to pull together. And if they keep performing like that, then let me tell you, it will change, and we'll take one of them chances, and we could be talking about a 1-0 victory just as easy as we are talking about a 1-0 defeat.
Once again, a case of you make one mistake and you get punished for it, and at the other end, just never seems to run your way.
Yeah, I mean that's the game of football. That's why we love it so much, or hate it at the moment, as the case may be. But that's the way it is. I'm not naive enough to think that that's not the way football is, because I've been in it a long time, and there's not much wrong at all with this performance today from the lads, and we need to pick ourselves up and go again.
How are confidence levels? I know it's a confident bunch and you try and keep them up, but do you have to pick them up after these games?
Yeah, I said to them, I said they're going to be disappointed because they're professionals and they want to win, and hopefully they see that in me. I was a winner when I was a player, and hopefully it's rubbed off on them. I know it has, because I can see it in training and I see it in the performances that we put in for the club every week, and it's hard, but they're only young men, and it's my job, and I feel like I'm doing quite a good job at it, picking them up. They're disappointed in getting the result, but they can't be disappointed in the performance, and that sounds like a bit of a topsy-turvy statement, but the results are a bad one for us, but the performances are really good, and they can't be too disheartened, and it's about them being mentally strong and taking positives from the game.
Danny Webber fingertips away from breaking this weight for a goal, and then he's limped off in the first half. Is it bad news on him?
I don't know actually yet. I don't think it's too bad. I think he was still able to run, and then he went on one, and I just told him to leave it. So hopefully we've caught it in time before he's done some serious damage. But as again I'm saying, after every game we'll have to wait till the swelling goes down to get him scanned, and then we'll get the results, and then we'll take it from there. See what sort of rehab that Danny needs.
In that last 10 minutes, you just went for it, didn't you? You had a few chances, a few half chances, maybe a shout for a penalty in there as well, and all to no avail.
Yeah, I think we had to. I think we were still in the game at 1-0, and the lads were trying desperately to get an equaliser, but to come to Chesterfield, and who have got a great squad and some very good players, we nullified them in areas, and as I say, we sort of targeted their better players, and they didn't play a major part in this game today. So all in all, I think we put in a good performance, but again we're standing here and we've lost 1-0.
You mentioned Paul Cook speaking to you. He and Liam Richardson know exactly what it's like managing at Accrington. Have they had any conciliatory words for you, arm around your shoulder or anything?
Yeah, I mean Liam said, I'll see you in there afterwards. I'm going to go in and see him in a bit, and then Cookie came over and just said things will turn for you, keep playing like that, things will turn for you, because he said he was in the same position once. So you've got to listen to people that have the experience, and I'm learning all the time as a manager, so I listen to people that were further down the line than I am.
Last thing, fair to assume when that loan window opens on Tuesday, you're going to be a busy boy?
I'll stick my head through it, yeah. See if there's anybody on the other side. But yeah, there should be.